So start with a cube, nice, friendly, normal cube. And then wrap it around so that the two ends of the cube, the left side and the right side, say, come together and touch. Well, what you've just made is a donut, a toroid. And because it's a cube, but now it's a cube that's wrapped up on itself, you still have this flat geometry. You still have, if you're standing on the surface of this toroid, and if this is the way the universe is shaped, you now need to step into a fourth dimension to do this. So start with a cube, nice, friendly, normal cube. Fire two laser beams off side by side, they stay the same distance. You can either go around the donut, around the sprinkle direction, around the top, or you can go from the top around to the bottoms, come back up. And these lines always stay the same distance, and if you start out 90 degrees apart, you can stay perpendicular to each other. Well, if the universe is toroidal shaped, what are the consequences observationally? Because this implies that starlight can wrap itself around the universe in two different directions, which is kind of weird. Yeah. If omega equals 1, it just stops.
Now, either you're on a tangent or you're avoiding my question. It just stops.
Now, the initial models with the donut-shaped universe, the four-dimensional hypertoroid, made a certain set of predictions, and people got in the WMAP data and looked and looked and looked, and they said, well, this first round of predictions doesn't seem to prove true, so it's probably not shaped that way. And then the theorists went back to work, and they came out with more things, and WMAP couldn't say whether they were right or wrong. So now we're waiting for the Planck mission.
And the Planck is going to be the next space telescope looking at the
high-resolution, highly sensitive probe that's going to look at the microwave background fluctuations. It's going to see things in even more detail. And we're going to be able to start figuring out, is the universe a hyperdodecahedron, which is just fun to say. Is it a hypertoroid? Is it just plain flat going out in all directions with no edges, and you never quite can work your way back around to where you started? If you could go on forever, where do you get to?